What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over talking about our new best of my team cards added into NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Got 4 new cards today, 3 of them being point guards. So, I mean, the point guard position today really got a little crazy. Remember, if you do open up, obviously, the most expensive pack, you can get an equal chance pack. I don't think it's worth it this, week, because obviously, if you go back to, weeks past, right? So, even last week, Bird and Dwight, both cards were pretty good. Allen Houston was even pretty solid. This week, Jaylen Brown was solid. Dirk was solid. This is, in my opinion, and a lot of people might disagree, this might be one of the worst best of my team super pack drops, with the new cards specifically, that we've seen all season long. And you guys are going to maybe disagree, and that's what we'll talk about, but I'm not super high on a lot of these cards going into this video today. So just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. If I don't love these cards, well, it's probably maybe my bias. So Dale Ellis, I want to start with this. Dale Ellis is 6'7" at the point guard position. It's tough for me not to like that part of the card. So 6'7", 6'10" wingspan, hot spots forever. Obviously 100 overall, so he's going to be perfect stat, perfect badge-wise. Sig-wise, Ben Shepherd, DeRozan upper on very quick. Now, I don't know. I got to be honest with you. That DeRozan jump shot, I've used it in the past. It's not good. Now, I don't know if it's the base. I don't know if it's the upper. So that's something we'll have to keep an eye on. But that could hurt the card. Does have Pro 2 leaner. Has Garland dribble style. Garland size up. Okay, Kemba escape. Has the KD moving crossover. At the end of the day, the way I would look at Dale Ellis is he can't move that well, but it's not bad, right? His movement's going to be fine. His SIGs are not that great. He does have Pro 2. The release looks solid. I'm just eager to see what the DeRozan upper looks like. It's kind of for me right now with Dale Ellis, a wait and see type thing. The one thing about him is he is 6'7". So at least he's got that going for him, right? The long, lengthy point guard. I don't know how I truly feel about Dale Ellis. I think the card is fine. I don't know how high I can be on him, though. So just kind of something for me to think about Dale Ellis and you guys as well. We'll have to see ultimately what he looks like. He's not a guy, right now, in my mind, that I would go out of my way to get. He seems fine, but he doesn't seem game-changing. And especially if you, let's say, have the Devin Booker, have the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander 100 overall. I just don't think, and what you should have out of that locker code, I don't think, there's anything different about this Dale Ellis to make, him, you need him over those guys. Austin Reeves up next, only 6'5", another point guard here. Interesting thing, he needs 8 extra badges. So Paint Patroller, Box Out Beast, he doesn't come with them. Even Rise Up, another, I don't want to say it's, super important for him, but it's a badge you're probably going to want to put on him. You're going to have to, if you get Austin Reeves, put badges on him. And I hate that. At this stage of the game, you shouldn't have to even worry about that. KPJ, Steph upper on very quick. Comes with the Pro 2 leaner, Garland dribble style, Steph size up, Steph escape, Austin Reeves moving crossover. I mean, release is good for Austin Reeves, but outside of that, he's just, in my opinion, nothing crazy. And I know I say that with a lot of these cards, but if you're asking me him or 100 overall Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, you know who I'm taking? I'm taking 100 overall Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And so how am I supposed to be excited about him when Shai and Devin Booker both are free and both are better than Austin Reeves? How am I supposed to sit up here and be excited? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Damian Lillard up next. I'm glad we got a Damian Lillard card because we haven't got, we've gotten some, but it's been a while. The problem with Dame, though, is this. Small guards at this stage of the game are unusable. And I'm not trying to stir anything up, but it's just the truth. Small guards at this stage are nearly impossible to use. I got invincible Steph Curry out of a pack. I'm trying to think what pack. Oh, I think it was my level 40 pack. Or my grind for level 40, right, with the Pro Pass. I think I got a free invincible. I think it was Steph Curry. The problem with these small guards like Dame, like Steph Curry is, when invincible Devin Booker is in the game and you can grind for him for free, when you can get Shai for free, what is the point of running these types of cards? I just don't get it. For Dame, obviously, playmaking, shooting badges, comes with the Peyton Pritchard base on very quick. Pretty solid. Steph upper, Pro 2 leaner, Garland Francis, Steph escape, D-Fox moving crossover. So sig-wise, especially dribble sigs, you can't make him better. As far as his release, it's an interesting release. I don't think it's bad. I actually think the Peyton Pritchard base is really solid, but it's not the thing is in the past, right? In past games when you had base 98 or set shot 25, I think is what it was. You had these releases that were so much better than the rest. This year you got all these releases that, in my opinion, are relatively on similar playing fields. And so that's the tough part with Dame is like, yeah, I don't mind the release, but is that release that much better than like KPJ or Patty or, you know, all of these other, you know, bases? I just, like Cam Thomas. I don't think so. Like, honestly, I don't think this release is, I don't think and I like Pritchard, I like the base, but I don't think it's better than Cam Thomas release. And so, like, that's the one thing about it for Dame right now is it's like, I don't hate the card. He's just undersized. It's going to be really tough for me to ever get to the point where I'm like, yeah, Damian Lillard is worth running on this game. He's just not. Last but certainly not least, we see GOAT Tim Duncan. Now, this is the card that I have some, I don't even want to say hopes for because obviously he's going to be expensive. But I want to see what this card gets into because obviously right now we do have a lot of good small forwards. We have GOAT Giannis. We have, you know, GOAT Dirk. We have all of these small forwards in the game that we've gotten. And so Tim Duncan's going to need to be elite of the elites. Like he's going to need to be incredible in this game if I say he's worth picking up. 6'11", 7'3" wingspan, hot spots forever, 99 stats across the board, perfect badge-wise. Cam Thomas, Sexton up run very quick. Okay, so guess what, 2K? You did something. You literally gave him the best release on the game. You gave him Pro 2. You gave him Garland with Francis with the Steph escape and the D-Fox moving crossover. I gotta be honest, this is my favorite release on the game. Like, if you've used Michael Beasley's GOAT card, that's the exact same release Tim Thomas has. Obviously, one's right-handed, one's left-handed, but that release literally might be my favorite on the game. So I cannot hate on Tim Duncan. Is he gonna be that best small forward in the game? Well, let's talk about it. When Giannis is in the game, and I like Tim Duncan, I like Giannis. Giannis has that Oscar upper, while, you know, Tim Duncan has the Sexton upper. I think I like the Sexton upper more. I do. That's my personal opinion. A lot of you guys might, but might not, but that's my personal opinion. Giannis obviously is going to have that better player build. Tim Duncan compared to Dirk. Both cards are going to be elite. And so Tim Duncan is just another one of these small forwards that can fit what you're looking for, right? Like he can. Tim Duncan's elite. So honestly, I'd get the cheapest option out of Tim Duncan, Giannis, and Dirk if you did want to go small forward. All of them are really solid options. But again, it really is preference based, or you can get the one which you like their release the most. But I just don't see any massive separation in any of them. I will say Tim Duncan is on that level though. Tim Duncan, when I was coming into this video, I was like, he's probably not going to be as good as Giannis because Giannis has a better player build. But they literally gave Tim Duncan, I think, the best release possible. So that's where I'm at with Duncan. I really do like what the card gets into. I think he's going to be an absolute beast on this game. Overall, it's another week, right? It's another week of super packs. It's really tough for me to be that high on it, especially considering 3 of the cards we got today are point guards. Whereas, you know, we saw Locker Code last week, you know, in which gave us good point guards. So I'm not super hype about this drop. Am I going to be opening up the super packs? Probably not, just because, again, most of the time, the reason I open up the super packs is if, you know, I think the equal chance pack is worth it. I don't think the equal chance pack is worth it because like last week I opened it and I got like 700,000 MT for Dwight Howard, who wasn't even the best card in that super pack. Damian Lillard's not going to get me that much. So unless you pull GOAT Tim Duncan, I hate to break it to you guys, it's you're not going to get that much MT from your toppers. So it is what it is, just kind of something for you guys to think about as well. For me, that's going to wrap it up for our video today. 3 new point guards that I'm not in love with. You do get GOAT Tim Duncan, which I believe has maybe the best release that, you know, you could ask for. But at the end of the day, when Dirk's in the game, when Giannis is in the game, when all these other cards that are nearly identical to what Tim Duncan can give you on the floor are in the game, it's tough for me to be super hype about a Tim Duncan card at this stage. So that's where I'm at. You guys can let me know your thoughts on these new cards down below in the comments. Which of these 4 cards are you guys most excited to add to your squad? Let me know. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.